Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to our respected speaker, colleagues, and participants. I am Dr. Saki Mushtaq, and it is my pleasure to host today's session of the Gen workshop on global scholarship opportunities for agri graduates organized by the Global Entomologists Network. Today's session aims to guide agriculture graduates on international scholarship opportunities. Many talented graduates face challenges due to limited information or unclear application process. This workshop will provide practical advice, expert insights, and strategies to help you pursue higher education and research abroad confidently. We are honored to have distinguished speaker with extensive experience in Chinese education, scholarships, and academic mentoring. His guidance will help clarify common misconceptions and strengthen your scholarship application. Please stay engaged and send your question via WhatsApp group or Zoom chat box. We will ask on your behalf. Now, without further delay, I warmly invite the Gen Ambassador, Ms. Ansa Ali, to introduce our respected speaker, Dr. Hamza Suhail.
Assalamu alaikum and a warm welcome. Today's talk is on scholarship opportunities in China. We are honored to have Dr. Hamza Suhail, Associate Professor at Tarim University, China. He is an accomplished plant scientist with expertise in molecular biotechnology, genome editing, and stress physiology of cucurbit crops. Dr. Suhail completed his PhD at Hwazong Agricultural University and postdoctoral research at Yangzhou University focusing on the molecular and epigenetic mechanism of stress tolerance. He has extensive experience with CRISPR genome editing and sustainable crop improvement with numerous publications in international journals. Having personally benefited from the Chinese government scholarship, Dr. Suhail provides practical guidance on applications, university selection, supervisor communication, research proposals, and life as an international student. His mentorship is especially valuable for aspiring scholars seeking fully funded opportunities in China. Dr. Hamza Suhail, we warmly welcome you and invite you to take the floor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ansa. And let me know if you can just see my slide. I'm sharing my slide.
Yes,
Yes.
it is visible.
It is visible. Thank you so much. There is some problem. Just wait. Yes. Thank you so much, Ansa, and Global Entomologist Network for arranging such a workshop. And I would like to, first of all, introduce myself. I am Dr. Hamza, and currently,
Dr. Hamza,
yes.
please, your screen is not visible. Can you please check?
Okay. Let me see. There is some problem, I think. Yes, right now it's okay.
No, still it's visible.
It's still not visible.
Yeah.
Interview. And
Before,
I think there is some problem.
okay, take your time.
Yeah, 1 minute. Actually, I can't see Zoom here. I don't know why. Zoom is gone. There is some problem. Join from Zoom. Space open. Yes. Share. And here we have shares. Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine now. Just make it bigger.
Yeah, I will. Yes. Yeah, now okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm Dr. Hamza, and I am associate professor in Tarim University. And first of all, we will start from a quotation from Confucius that don't curse the darkness, light a candle. So, what this message is delivering you, it is deeply relevant to our journey today because many of us come from environments where opportunities are limited, guidance was scarce, and the path forward was not always clear. So, yet, through persistence, discipline, and belief in education, we can reach to this point where we all are, like Dr. Saqib, like me, and many others who are right now serving in many foreign countries. So, it's my brief introduction. If you talk about my education training, so I have started my training just like you people from some Pakistani institutions. Like I completed my BSc honors and MSc honors from Bahauddin Zakaria University, Multan. And after that, I got an opportunity and I won Chinese government scholarship and I started my PhD in Huachong Agricultural University, Wuhan. And many of you people know Wuhan from the COVID-19 because it was originated from Wuhan. And luckily or unluckily, we were there at that time. And after that, I have completed one postdoc from Yangzhou University. And right now, I'm serving as associate professor in Tarim University. And if you talk about my current and past research, I started, or you can say, I mostly work on abiotic stresses. And in my master's, I completed my master's project on diploid and tetraploid sour orange rootstocks, and we have compared them for their drought tolerance. And after that, when I started my PhD research, I mainly focused on establishing a root transformation system in cucurbits crops. And further, we evaluate one aquaporin gene with that system to evaluate its, you can say, salinity and drought resistance. And in my postdoc, I have completed the research on DNA methylation, that how salinity impacts DNA methylation pattern in cucumber. And my main expertise are abiotic stress physiology, molecular biology, plant molecular biology, and epigenetics. So why China? Many people ask that why China, even it's not a English speaking country, you will face so many difficulties. But in my opinion, I feel that China is a gateway to academic excellence. So in this slides, I want to just deliver my perspective about China, that China has emerged as one of the strongest, you can say, global destination for higher education. And even many people from European institutions and from USA, they are coming to China for having, you can say, good research environment. If you see on the left side of my slide, there are top 10 global research institutions and ranked by research article that were shared or published in 2024. So what immediately noticeable is the dominance of Chinese institutions in a global research output. The Chinese Academy of Sciences ranks number one worldwide, even surpassing institutions like Harvard University. And universities like USTC, Zhejiang University, Shanghai Jiaotong consistently appear among the world's most productive research institutions. So, what this slide shows you that for students, access to cutting edge research, high impact publications, and global recognition by their supervisor or by their, you can say, institutions. Because when you come to a place for studying, especially for doctoral studies, then degree is not the sole purpose. Your research profile matters a lot and you need to publish. And this slide, or the left side of my slide, shows you that Chinese institutions are very productive. And on the other side, on the right side, you will see the QS top 10 universities in Asia. And in Asia, again, you will see that the Chinese universities occupying several top positions, and the universities like Peking University, Fudan University, Tsinghua University, and Zhejiang University, they are leading in Asia as well. So, for scholarship applicants, this slide sends a very clear message that studying in China does not mean compromising on quality. Means you will publish a great, you will have a great, you can say, exposure to the research environment. You will have all kind of technological aspects available to you, and you will have a great profile after you graduate from there. And when you receive a Chinese government scholarship, you are entering in an ecosystem that is globally competitive, research driven, and future oriented. Okay, so next slide, again, the gateway to excellence. As I said, this slide briefly reflects my own academic journey of my PhD in China. It's not a self promotion, but a point of view, or to give you a realistic and practical example that what is achievable in the Chinese academic system. During my doctoral study, I was actively engaged in publishing high impact publications, like in the field of plant biotechnology and horticultural science. And mainly my research focused on CRISPR Cas9 and genetic transformation and stress physiology of cucurbit crops. As shown here, I published three first author publications in well reputed Q1 journals like Horticulture Research, Plant Physiology and Biochemistry, and Environmental and Experimental Botany. These journals are globally recognized and indexed in major citation databases. One of these publications was in Horticulture Research, that is a top ranked horticulture journal in our field. So it means that not only individual effort, but also the research ecosystem, mentorship, and infrastructure available in China to publish such kind of research. I'm sharing this example so you understand one key point, that a PhD in China can not only open doors or provide you to take responsibility seriously and engage fully with this system. So this slide also shows that how these research institutions are playing role in our development. Why I am starting these things or start my presentation from these things, so you will have an idea that how you can gain, you can say, academic excellence in Chinese universities. So this shows that it is my postdoctoral research station, and I am presenting that how the working environment was there, and illustrate different kind of academic and research ecosystem that international scholars can access in China. On the left side, you see the cucurbit genetics and breeding group of Yangzhou University, and you can't imagine, it's not a very big university like Huachong Agriculture University or Chinese Academy of Sciences, but still they have more than 50 students, 50 scholars, masters, PhDs, and even bachelor students who are doing research. And they have more than 300 cultivars or cucumbers. If I give you an example of Pakistan, then we have hardly one cucumber cultivar in Pakistan. That is only a desi cultivars, and even it is not considered good for, you can say, commercial purpose. So you can imagine that if a small institution like Yangzhou University have more than 50 students for in a one research group having 300 cultivars of cucumber, then what you can gain if you have admission in a ranking university like Zhejiang or a university in Beijing or Shanghai. So you can imagine this thing, that what kind of exposure you are getting if you get scholarship in a Chinese university. So this is again the research output, that after having so much struggle during your PhD or postdoctoral research, what you will get. To date, my research record includes 49 peer review publications with a cumulative impact factor of 200. And maybe after this presentation, Dr. Saqib will explain you that it's very difficult to get this kind of impact factor from less you can say publication like 49 or 30, because if you are publishing in a high impact, then it is possible from less publications you will have a more or like this kind of impact factor. The journal displays include here very reputable journals like the Plant Journal, Plant Physiology, Horticulture Research, Chemosphere, and different kind of journals from plant sciences to environmental sciences. As I worked on abiotic stresses, so our work also relate with the, you can say, environmental journals as well. And with this kind of profile, you will have an opportunity to work with the journals as an associate editor. Like I am also working as associate editor for two journals. I'm a guest editor for different kind of journals. I'm an editorial board member of Vegetable Research, and I am peer reviewing for different kind of journals that are more than 20. So this kind of academic excellence you will get. Again, so the recreational opportunities are always there. This slides is that you will feel that, oh, people are only working hard in China day and night. No, it's not like that. And the main purpose of this slide is that while China is academically demanding, I know that people are facing sometimes very difficulty in conducting research there, because we don't have a very strong, you can say, base in Pakistan. We need to learn from the scratch, because when we go in China, they are mostly working on molecular biotechnology. And sometimes you start your PhD research after 2 years, 2.5 years, because first you need to learn or grab those techniques which you will use during your PhD. So this slide is just to tell you that, oh, no, it's not only research, it's not only, you will say, lab or field. You will get an opportunity to travel across China as well. And over the years, I personally visited more than 12 major cities across China. And you will experience distinct history, language, cuisines, and lifestyle. So sharing this slide is to assure you that choosing China does not mean isolating yourself in laboratories or classrooms. Instead, it will offer you a growth and combined with, you can say, cultural enrichment. So now we will comes towards our main topic for what we are here, or for what we have conducted this kind of seminar or workshop, that which kind of scholarships are available in China. Mostly there are three kind of scholarships. Like one are from the Chinese government scholarships. These are like CSE, mostly we people call it CSE scholarship. These are from the Chinese government, and there are many different categories in these this scholarship as well. Other scholarships are Chinese provincial government scholarships. Like there are different provinces and they offer different kind of scholarships. Like here in this picture I have mentioned Beijing government scholarship. There are also some kind of scholarship like Shanghai government scholarship, Chengdu government scholarship, Xinjiang government scholarship. So you will have different kind of scholarships in available in China. And the other scholarships like university scholarships, these are very limited, but many universities are offering these scholarships as well. The amount of stipend is different, but you will have an opportunity that you can apply on multiple scholarships. So you will have more opportunity to have one scholarship for you as well. So here I am providing you different kind of websites and showing you that which kind of scholarships are available. Like these are different types of Chinese government scholarships. Like under Chinese government scholarship, there are now UNESCO scholarships, marine scholarship, study in Asia scholarship. And if you are talking about provincial, I have already told you that different provinces are offering different kind of scholarships. And university scholarship, like if there is university like Hwa Agriculture University, then Hwa will definitely offer you Hwa scholarship. Shanghai University will offer you Shanghai scholarship. So there are many other universities. Like in Wuhan only, there are more than 100 universities. Yeah, so you can imagine that you will have a lot of opportunity. You can apply on in many universities on university scholarships. So you will have, you can say, multiple opportunities for getting a scholarship in those universities. So duration of different programs. initially, if you said that undergraduate programs, these scholarships are very limited. If you are considering that you will get a scholarship in undergraduate program, first of all, it is very difficult. And if you get such kind of scholarship, then that program will almost last up to 5 years. That I personally never recommend to someone, because first you need to pass a language exam. In the first year you will only study Chinese language, so it will take a long time to complete your bachelor's. Yeah, I prefer masters, because master is only for 2 or 3 years, sometime 4 years in case of Chinese taught, because some universities are only offering Chinese taught programs, just to you can say promote Chinese language. So if you are getting admission in you can say Chinese taught program, then it might be possible it is up to 4 years. And for PhD, PhD is mostly 3 to 5 years. But you can say that if your university or supervisor has some kind of strict requirements, then in most of the cases, sometime some students graduate in 7 years, 6 years. Even if you talk about my case, I was graduated in 5.5 years. So it is not the thing that is you can say written on the paper and they will strictly follow that thing. You need to cooperate with your supervisor, you need to fulfill their requirements, you need to fulfill university requirement, and if those requirements are fulfilled, then definitely you can be graduate even in 3 years as well. So benefits of getting these scholarships, first of all, monthly stipend. You will get monthly stipend for your living in China, and that is almost, or you can say it is enough, or you can even save some money. And free tuition, there is no tuition fees. If you are on a fully funded scholarship, then you don't need to pay any kind of tuition fees. And accommodation is also free, so you don't have to worry about accommodation as well. So, what is the living allowance or stipend? Currently, if you talk about China, there are more than 50,000 international students in Chinese universities who are, you can say, on Chinese government scholarship or different kind of scholarships provided by Chinese government. So, monthly living grant is granted to the students through host institutions sometimes, or sometimes by the government. If you have a university scholarship, then your university will provide you this living allowance. And if you are on you can say government scholarship, then government is going to provide you this money. Undergraduate students, they will get 2500 RMB per month, that is equivalent to almost 1 lakh PKR. And master students, they mostly got 3000 RMB per month, that is 1 lakh 20,000 PKR. And doctoral students got 3500 RMB per month, that is almost 1 lakh 40,000. And right now I think it will be 1 lakh 42,000, because the RMB rate is also increased in previous days. So, and another thing is that in some universities you also got some kind of performance bonus. If you publish a good paper, then sometimes supervisor reward you with some kind of money. Yeah, but it is not necessary that they will provide you, because after the COVID scenario is very you can say changed. Some universities have just you can say limited their funding resources. So the main thing is you will get this amount, but if your supervisor is good, or you are performing very well, then you have opportunity to get some additional funding from your lab as well. Criteria and eligibility, that is very important thing, that person must be a non-Chinese. Definitely when we are applying, then we are non-Chinese. And the education background, applicant for undergraduate program must have a senior or high school diploma, and must be under the age of 25. For MS programs, you must have a BS degree, and your age must be under 35. And for doctoral programs, you must have a MS degree, and your age must be under 40. So C9 League, actually China has over 1,000 higher educational institutions that are under, you can say, HEIS or C9 League. This is the league, or you can say this is an alliance of top nine Chinese universities. If you talk about Zhejiang University, it comes, you can say, on 39th rank in world ranking. Tsinghua University in computer sciences or technology, it comes in top 10 of the world ranking. So if you are planning to apply in China, I would say that first of all, you should try these universities. And if you are lucky and got some kind of acceptance letter, then definitely it's a great deal. Otherwise, you need to just go towards some kind of small universities where right now the competition is not too much and you can get some kind of acceptance for from any supervisor. And when to apply for scholarship, another important thing, the CSE scholarship opens from January to March, means you need to make a profile on CSE, you can say, scholarship portal, and it opens in January until March, and you need to apply in this window. Deadline is in March or just after Spring Festival. The Spring Festival is, you can say, from the 1st Feb to 15th Feb, there is Spring Festival. And even this time, I would recommend that you should not email to any supervisor, because during their holidays they didn't reply. The supervisors, teachers, students, they travel across China, so they don't have time to provide you any kind of feedback on your email. And this is for the scholarship. This window is for the application of scholarship. The acceptance letter you need to get in the September. From September to December, you need to get acceptance letter, because after that, if you are trying to get acceptance letter in January, then hardly you will find any supervisor who can provide you acceptance letter, because most of them already provided the, you can say, acceptance letter to the candidates. So steps for the application, there are 5 steps which we will further discuss in next slides. Number one, you need to identify a university. Choose from 279 CSE accepting universities. Right now, there are many resources on Facebook, on, you can say, Google, you can search. There are many universities which are providing CSE scholarship. So your first priority should be the CSE awarding institutions, because you will find many universities under this category. After this, you need to find your prospective university or your target university in the CSE list, and the research program, if it is offered in English or Chinese. This is another important aspect, because if you got admission in Chinese taught program, then it will cause you some trouble in the future, because sometimes you need to take some kind of courses in Chinese as well. So it will create some problem during your study. Second is that select scholarship type. There are several categories: category A, B, and C. A is the category where you apply through embassy. These are non-university agencies. So this category is very scarce, and you will find very less scholarship under this category. Main category is the category B, where you apply directly to Chinese university through CSE scholarship or university scholarship. And the C category is for the students those are already in China, like I completed my masters and then I apply for PhD. Then this category is for such kind of students. So you have left one category, that is category B, and you will target mostly this kind of category for your scholarship application. Find agency number. In step 3, you will find agency number. Every university has a unique agency numbers, from which you can say the CSE portal identify that university. So when you are filling the application form, you must have this agency number. This must be, you need to find it from the Google. You can find it from the university official website, or even if there are some colleagues who are there in China, they can guide you that what is the agency number of that prospective university of your, you can say, demand. The fourth one is a preparation of the document, and it is another important aspect. First one is the CSE online application form that will be filled online. Sometimes university ask you to send this in hard copy, but right now many universities only want you to fill the online application form. you should have your highest degree certificate. In some universities, like in 2017, when I win this scholarship, there was no criteria. You, if you have only, you can say, hope certificate, if you have your transcript, you can apply for the scholarship. But right now some universities demand that you must have your degree, not transcript. So try to get your degree as soon as possible, because that will also limit your chances if you don't have the degree. Second is the academic transcripts. Fourth one is your research proposal or study plan. You can make a generic study plan, but I would suggest make this research proposal after consulting or after getting the acceptance, because sometimes your research group is working on something else and you make the study plan on some other topic, and it will create problem when the committee will evaluate your application. You must have two recommendation letters for masters and phd, your passport copy. Another important thing, many students contact us that, oh, should we apply without passport? No. When you are applying, your document list must be prepared. You should have all these documents, because in many cases they ask you to provide the passport, or they will see in your cv that this person has no passport, then how he will apply or she will apply for the scholarship. And this also shows the seriousness, that's how much you are serious. If you have passport, it means you are serious. And if you even don't make your passport, then definitely the supervisor or that teacher or university will consider that he is a non serious candidate. He didn't apply for the scholarship because he is not serious. And exams like TOEFL or IELTS, it is not recommended by all the universities, but some of the ranking universities in China, they, if you are applying on, you can say, English taught program, or some university, if you are applying on Chinese taught program, they also demand HSK 1 or 2, uh, according to their situation, what they have written in their rules. So step 5 is to submit your documents. So what you will do, make the photocopies or your of your documents, or if they want you to submit hard copy, then you can send them by DHL or any other, you can say, courier company, or you can ask some of your senior or some known person in China. It is very easy for them to just photocopy those documents and send them on their mailing address. Second one is submit to embassy, dispatching authority, or university. If you are applying on an embassy scholarship, then you need to follow this kind of route. And the correct order is sometimes embassy first, then university, then CSE website. But if you are not applying on embassy, you can say embassy pathway, then it will be university or CSE website. And then you will wait for the results. Hopefully the people who are listening this workshop, I wish them that they all have positive results if they apply for these kind of scholarships. So they usually announced in July or August, and then you will got a admission letter plus visa form, that is JW201 or JW202, and you will prepare for your arrival in China. So, what are my tips for you? Apply as early as possible. The application deadline is limited, and it is open for limited time. So, you need to apply as early as possible. At this time, you know that the competition is getting higher and higher day by day. So there are too many students, and it is very hard to get feedback. I was you can say talking, or I have a call with someone. He said that I applied on, I sent 1,000 emails, and I didn't get any kind of response. So you can imagine that what kind of competition you are going to face. So it means if you apply early, it is good thing. Maybe after 1,000 emails, or maybe after 2 emails, you can get some kind of response. Always apply to multiple universities and scholarships. And multiple means you can apply on two kind of streams, what I suggest, because now CSE restricted the candidates to apply only on one university. Means that on CSE scholarship or any kind of government scholarship, you can choose only one university. Yeah, there is another, you can say, opportunity, that In one university you can apply on CSE or any kind of other government scholarship, and in other university you can apply on university scholarship, because that is not linked with the CSE, so you will have dual opportunities for getting any scholarship. It is very competitive, so as I have said, you should apply to numerous opportunities, not only in China but in other countries as well. And get in touch with the university or embassy, so they can provide you the correct deadlines, they will provide you the correct documents needed, because these are the most important things, because of what you have chances of rejection. So if you are in touch with the university or any official channel, they will also provide you any kind of policy change. Sometimes, like right now I am providing you this all this information that is, you can say, latest to me, but sometimes every year university or Chinese government makes some kind of adjustments to these kind of scholarships, so you should have that latest news or information as well, that you can get from that prospective university or embassy. Tips for scholarship: prepare your documents carefully. As I have told you that there are so many students, and it is very important to prepare all the documents correctly. If you don't prepare them correctly, then your application may not be proceeded, because the application committee, the university committee that is evaluating your profile, they don't have so much time to spend on you or send you any kind of email to correct that document. They will just discard your application and consider another candidate who has all the required things completed. Another important aspect: learn some Chinese. In China, if you are there, you will hardly find someone speaking in English, so it is better to learn some basic Chinese if you got scholarship. Don't lie in your CV. This is a very unethical thing. Like we also follow these kind of things. We have also done some such kind of things during our bachelor times, because you know that we don't have so much experience, and we all want that maybe if we write something lie in our CV, then maybe we will have a good chance to get that scholarship. But the professors, they are very experienced, and they can easily judge that if you are presenting the thing correctly or not. Like during my times, in my CV I write that I have attended a workshop on proteomics, and when I send my CV to my supervisor, he just issue me an acceptance letter. And when I reach China in the same lab, during my first presentation, my supervisor asked me, "Oh, Hamza, uh, you know proteomics, yeah?" I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, you have write in your CV that you know proteomics, so it means you are expert." Then in such situation you will be in trouble. Yeah. Then I told him that teacher, it's not like that. It was just a small, you can say, workshop, and it was not a practical one. It was just the theory things, and we just got some kind of basic knowledge. So if you write these kind of things, you can say, interpret these things wrong in your CV, then it will also create not only a problem, not only on your selection, but when you reach in that university or when you reached in that research group, that will create problem at that time as well. So write what you know. Don't write anything that is not related to you, or just you have seen in someone other CV and just you mentioned that, oh, I also know this thing. No, don't do it like this. Try to build good professional network or PR. This is the most important thing. Like if you are applying in several universities, you have mailed several professors, like 1,000, 100, and you are not getting any kind of response, then it is the most effective way. You should have professional network or PR with your, you can say, seniors, with someone known to your field who is already in China, in Canada, in Australia, so they can recommend, because throughout the world the recommendation matters a lot. And when they recommend you, the teacher will definitely try to, you can say, just explore your CV, or he will check that, oh, if he's recommending you, then maybe you are good, and he will definitely try to get you the scholarship. So this is the most important thing. And if you are applying in any kind of university, digital and AI. So, first of all, you need to research by yourself. It is not only for the scholarship. Even if you are doing some kind of research, you have a supervisor, he will demand you. If you are going to ask him some kind of question, then you need to first prepare yourself. You need to research by yourself, and after the research your question will be totally different. Before research, maybe you will ask very irrelevant question that that person is not going to answer you. Even sometimes when I got message and I read that message and I didn't reply, because that question is totally, if you see Facebook pages, if you see Google, first of all, Google, use chat gpt, use any kind of tools, because that are for your convenience. You need to research on that, and then you can ask, Dr. Hamza, I have read this thing, if you can explain me this, that will be more appropriate. So before asking, always research. And don't underestimate any university in China. I have seen many students, when they message me and when they, you can say, inquire about any university, sometimes they ask, what is the ranking of university? You don't need to ask such kind of, you can say, questions, because those are totally irrelevant. Because even the low ranked Chinese university often have better funding than our major universities in Pakistan. So if you are going on a master's scholarship, then you shouldn't ask that kind of question even on PhD, because you will find too much, or you can say you will have a great funding opportunities. If you publish, university doesn't matter. If you publish good, if your research profile is good, you will have better opportunities in future as well, and it will provide you pathway to your career development as well. So just if you secure good scholarship, just you need to go for it. You don't need to ask. If you ask the different kind of or such kind of irrelevant question that are not needed, then no one is going to, you can say, help you. Because if that person is also studying in that university and you are asking that what is the ranking, he will say what is the ranking of your university in Pakistan, then you can't answer him. So try, don't underestimate any university in China, and just apply. And you need to work hard, and your profile will be improved, and you can get better opportunities in future in PhD or in postdoc. So scholarship is global diplomacy. So it doesn't mean that if China is providing you scholarship, then they are losing something. Actually, this is by granting scholarship to international students, China government is trying to promote education and cultural exchange. Because if people are coming there, maybe Chinese will learn some kind of different languages, maybe they will know their culture. And as you know that China is the main hub of today's, you can say, economy, or they are, you can say, they are doing trade with all over the world. So it is a great thing for them, and it also creates some kind of political cooperation and mutual understanding as well. That as just like China is making here the CPEC, China is also working on one belt one road. So these kind of things provide Chinese government a huge boost as well. So it's all from my side, and thank you for listening. And any questions are welcome, and I will hand over the mic to the host.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hamza, mashallah. Such a nice and comprehensive presentation, detailed presentation about the scholarship opportunities in China. And we really thankful on behalf of Jen and our team and from participants. I really thankful for your valuable time that you spent to share your experience related with the Chinese scholarship opportunities for the global the applicants. So now it's
Thank you.
time. Yeah, thank you. Now it's time to take some questions. And
Okay.
I think Mr. Amir Hamza told me that another doctor, your spouse, is also here. So I think also if we want her to join the floor, if it's okay for her, if she can also want to share
If
some.
she's there, if she's online, I
Yeah,
need to see if she's online.
Yeah, just let me know. I will
I think she's
just,
not. Yeah,
because
yeah.
now
I
we
think
will take some questions, and
yeah.
we want. Uh, let me, I don't know. Okay, let me see. Okay, if doctor is here, just raise her hand, so I will just open her mic. Okay, so now for the participants, if someone want to ask directly to our respected speaker, just raise her or his hand. So I'll unmute you and you can ask directly. Okay, we have one participant.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
you are audible.
I have a question from Dr. Hamza that I have applied to Tsinghua University and I have passed the evaluation process and I have also passed the interview with the professor. Now I have received the pre-admission conditional letter and the university said to me that you have to accept or reject the conditional letter before 11 January. So I
Okay.
have already accepted it. But now I have emailed to university and the graduate program that is this the final admission letter? Because he haven't issued me the PDF form. He just issued the result in my application portal. And I also asked the question from the university whether I have to apply to the Chinese government scholarship on my own or the university will guide me. So I'm so confused that what can I do now? And the university professor is in direct contact with me, but he has the I and we, he has the communication regarding the research proposal. Now we both are only working on research proposals, so I can't ask from him about the scholarship. So I am confused. What can I do now?
Yes, Rahil, I have listened your question, and it's a good question. But the thing is, if you got the conditional letter, it doesn't mean that you have 100% chance of getting that scholarship. Yeah. So first of all, the scholarship pathway leads from your supervisor. If your supervisor is strong and he said that you will get this scholarship, it means your scholarship is 101% confirmed. Yeah. So if university is not applying, I think it's a good thing to ask your supervisor that maybe he can ask from the graduate school or international college and they will provide you a better answer. But in my opinion, your scholarship is like 70 to 80% confirmed because the universities never provide the conditional letters to everyone. So I think your chances are bright, but you need to ask from your supervisor, so he may ask in through proper channel to that prospective international college or graduate office. Yeah. If
Okay,
you
thank you, sir. I have one other question. He said to me that if you got the CC scholarship, that it's good, but if you didn't get it, then we have also other funding. So, can if I didn't get the CC scholarship and I went to China on other scholarship, will it cover my living allowance and other things, or will it
yes.
create a problem for me?
Actually, in some universities, when you are applying for the CSE scholarship, with that scholarship, they also told you to apply on university scholarship of the same university as well. Like in our case, if you apply to Hwa or Hwazong Agriculture University, if they are providing you CSE scholarship, at the same time they will ask you to fill the university scholarship form as well. So if you don't get the CSE, you will have another opportunity that you will definitely got that university scholarship. So I think the case is similar. Maybe if you don't get the CSE scholarship, you will get the university scholarship, and university scholarship will also cover the same things like CSE scholarship, so you don't need to worry.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. This is Amir Hamza, and I would like to ask or just uh, like to remind you about another scholarship opportunity that is available in China, that is ANSO. And
Yeah.
uh, you haven't just mentioned that. So I would like you to just briefly tell that uh, about ANSO, because it is just comprised of two institutes and all that. So if you can just
Yes.
cover that briefly.
Yes, I think it is related to mostly the Chinese institution, the research institutions. I don't know the exact name of that institute, and the thing that I don't mention that scholarship because the scholarship process is almost similar for all kind of scholarships. You need to take some kind of, you can say, acceptance letter, and then you will apply for that. For ANSU scholarship, the competition is higher than these kind of scholarships because the funding is, you can say, almost 7,000 RMB per month, and it is mostly in the Beijing, Shanghai, or bigger cities. Yeah, and even there are many, you can say, limited fields available. If you apply on ANSU, there are limited fields. Sometimes you don't find your field there. Yeah, you can apply, but if you have a very good profile, you have some kind of publication background, then it is also possible then you can get that scholarship as well, and it is highly competitive, and the stipend is also more than CSE, almost 7,000 RMB. So I think people must apply on those scholarships as well. There are also other scholarships like One Belt, One Road, Silk Road scholarships. There are many scholarships, but the process will remain same. Process is almost similar. You need to take acceptance, and then you will apply on any kind of scholarship if that is available to that institute. Yeah. I hope I have clearly explained. Yeah. Any
Uh,
other?
yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Hamza. Please, I think there are some questions in the chat box. If you can read and
Okay.
answer,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, there is one question from Alassane, I think. Yeah, I can't read his name properly. I can't connect you with some entomology lab, but I can provide you some university links or scholarship links which are mentioned in my PPT as well. So you may contact the supervisor first, because there is another problem. Like many people ask us to take our CV to some professors. Yeah, this is another problem because when we take that CV by hand to any supervisor, they first ask one thing to us: did that candidate send us any kind of email? And when we said no, he didn't send, then it's not a good thing. First you need to send any kind of email to any supervisor, and then you may ask your friend or anyone known there, so they can talk to that supervisor that the candidate already sent one email to you, and if you feel that he is suitable for your lab, then we may connect you with that student. Yeah, this is more appropriate, I think. Yeah. Another thing is how I can access to postdoc scholarship in China. Yeah, postdoc scholarship, it is some or less, you can say, similar to the PhD, but there is no funding agency. You directly contact with the supervisor, and if the supervisor is agree and he want you to be there for postdoc, mostly your profile matters. If your profile is good, you have a good publication record, you have all the required skills for that lab, then you will not face any kind of trouble. And there is another thing, for postdoc your age must be less than 35 if you are applying in China. Yeah, if your age is less than 35, you have less than 3 year completing your PhD, then you can apply for that, and it is mostly funded by provincial government, so there is no problem in that thing. You can easily apply. You need to just find the right professor for yourself. Writing a good personal statement. Writing a good personal statement, actually, the problem is, these days I have seen people mostly use the chat GPT. Yeah, first of all, don't use chat GPT, or don't ask him, oh, just write a personal statement for Amir Hamza or Dr. Hamza or anyone else. Yeah, just write first in your words and then convert it or improve it with the chat gpt. That is totally fine. We never say that don't use these tools. These tools are for your convenience. You must use those tools, but with, you can say, properly, but properly you need to use them. You can't use them blindly, or you can't trust them. Even sometimes they just copy paste, and there is written that, oh, this is your, you can say, polished version. Yeah, this is your polished version, and all the things are pasted below that. So you need to use that properly and according to your profile. Don't just follow anyone else, you can say, the personal statement letter or any other document. You need to write by yourself, so it is personalized. Personal statement means personalized letter for yourself. Okay. Sir, I have completed my BS in entomology, and I'm planning to apply for a master's through CSE, but haven't get my transcript and degree. And passport has only one name, but the CSE from requires a mandatory last name. What the, yeah, this is the problem. One of my friend, he also has same problem, that he has only one first name. So you can write first and last name same, there is no problem. You can write the same name in the last name as well. And the other problem is you don't have transcript or degree. So you must have one thing, either transcript or degree, then you can fulfill the requirements. I think you should get the transcript or degree as soon as possible and apply on any kind of scholarship. Yeah, anyone else?
All right, I think the questions participants they asked, you have briefly
उर्दू में
answered.
भी पूछ सकते हैं, कोई मसला नहीं है। मैं पहले यही कहता हूँ कि हम लैंग्वेज के पीछे बड़ा पड़ जाते हैं, तो अगर कोई उर्दू में पूछना चाहे तो वो उर्दू में भी पूछ सकता है, नो प्रॉब्लम।
जी जी बिल्कुल। असल में ना ये जो हमने जो अंडर द अम्ब्रेला ऑफ जेन, ये जो वर्कशॉप हमने बेसिकली स्टार्ट की थी ना, इससे
जी
पहले हम लोगों ने जॉब्स काउंसलिंग के हवाले से भी काम किया, और उसके बाद रिसर्च
जी
काउंसलिंग, और ये अभी थर्ड स्टेप पे हम स्कॉलरशिप के हवाले से। तो ये मेनली फॉर एक्चुअली फॉर द पाकिस्तानी एग्री ग्रेजुएट्स। However,
जी जी जी।
is our forum actually a global forum, and our
यस
participants worldwide. So that's why we now want, especially for the scholarship opportunities, we want
यस,
to
यू आर
use
राइट, यू आर
the
राइट।
English language actually. However, at this moment, we can, because most of our respected participants from Pakistan. So I think if someone want to ask or use the Urdu language, it's okay. Yeah, please, Mr. Ahmed, you can ask.
या
Please unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. Am I audible?